Hello, friends. Hi, how are we today? I hope we are all doing well. I am doing great. I am memory planning the week of September 20th to the 26th. I am using the pumpkin kit from Dash of Sun Designs, and I don't know what I was staring at here. Probably how beautiful the kit is. I am obsessed with this lace detailing. Normally, I don't go for things that are that foiled, but oh man, Chelsea did such an amazing job. Just wanted to let you all know I am a PR girl for Chelsea, and you can find a referral link for 10% off, or at least my code, and then a link to her shop in the description below. Because my week wasn't too busy this week, I decided to go ahead and layer the two sets of washi, and then plans with Brit, who actually just recently got her own YouTube channel. So I will link that below as well. And I will link her Instagram as well. She is the one who originally did this plan. Who did this plan of what's the word? You do your headers, and then you do the foiled strips and the date covers. And so you will see that shortly, because I love how that looks with the Dash of Sun Design kits, honestly. So I'm just doing my regular bottom washi. I messed up a little bit on this top washi, as you can see, and I just was trying to fix it, and I think I fixed it here and everything was good. So then I did the top, and I did the layering as I have been doing, and I just decided to go in with my headers and decided what I wanted to do with my headers this week. Um, because Chelsea provides 3 sets of headers in the kit, so I just always decide which ones I want to use and which ones I want to keep for a later date, which has been really nice, because usually the sparkle glitter headers that she includes in her kit under her date covers are the ones that I like to use. Now, I have to apologize so much for my nails. They are at this point 2.5 weeks grown out, and you are going to see them change in the video. Um, Honestly, let's real talk, guys. It's due to some anxiety, and I was so anxious about how grown out they were and how they looked in this video, that I do not have nails on. It's just my bare nude nails for the rest of the video once we move into our day by day. Um, so I'm just putting the date covers down, as I said. And then I'm taking the gold date strips, or the rose gold date strips, laying them on top, and they don't match perfectly, which I know, and I still always have a little bit of overhang, usually on the right-hand side, just how it is. And then I go ahead and I put the date covers over that as well. The colors that you see are not as true to form as they are in the kit. They're a little bit more deep, a little bit more maroon, and I love how they're showing up here, this dusty rose, blush rose, but I also love how deep they are in the kit. They just really scream, rainy week in September to me, and and maybe October as well, but I really, really, really enjoy it. And I really enjoy how this kit turned out. I'm looking at it next to me right now, and it's just turned out so stinking beautifully. And it was such an eventful week, but kind of not at the same time. You'll see I'm grasping at straws to fill my space in my day by day. But the temperatures have finally cooled down. Would it be a plan with me if I wasn't talking about temperatures? And oh, I just like how that turned out. Hello, pumpkin. I love the artwork here, and I think I wanted to show you, I guess I didn't show you, but the lace detailing, oh, just stunning. And then I tried something new this week after I laid down my boxes. I think I have done it before a couple of times, but I went ahead and at the bottom of the boxes, I laid down the gold, or the rose gold foiled strips, the skinny ones in the kit. I don't know how Chelsea does it. They must take absolutely forever to foil and do, but I love them, and I do love having that decorative feature, especially because I don't bring in any of my own foil. I have some, but I don't really bring it in. I don't use it a lot. I don't find that it's necessary, but I just liked how this turned out. And I had a real dilemma between whether or not I wanted the shoes and whether or not I wanted the outfit. But the outfit is very much true to what I would wear. The shoes, let's be honest, I'm a mom and it's been a pandemic for 2 years, so I'm not wearing high heel shoes anytime soon. I did wear them for my mom's wedding and I managed to be in them, but they're like special orthotic high heels. So what is that? um, I have to stop saying guys. I realize how many times I've said it and it's absolutely out of control, ridiculous. I love these dark headers though. I think they really complemented and accented the kit nicely, and I love the pops of this throughout the entire kit, particularly when it was layered with that left side lace detailing on the Saturday box. I just thought it was so pretty. I really loved it. So I believe I started it on the sidebar and I was like, I'm going to make this a really decorative sidebar. I don't really have much to go in this sidebar. And somehow I managed to continue to get everything that I needed in there. So Chelsea's kits, much like Sweet Tea Sticker Co. kits, really just work for me. The way that it's laid out, though, the size of everything just works really well. And I was like, what am I doing? When do I ever not put my habit trackers up at the top? So I had to get my habit trackers in there and then my dividers, and then it's still crooked. It's always crooked. My sidebar is never not crooked. And if it seems like I'm trying to fill in time, I am, because I have stories for you for the week, but I don't want to do them until I get to the day by day, because they're not a lot. It was, as I said, it was a busy but not really busy week. Now it does look like there's a lot of open space there, but you'll notice now when I go into my day by day, I have filled in. I've got the rose gold bars at the bottom of the full boxes, and then I filled them in the extra spaces in the sidebar, just so that I could make sure that I utilized everything, because I won't bring them into other spreads. So the first thing that I marked, and it's the first thing that I love to mark in my week, is daycare. And my kid has switched his days over Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I can't tell you how much joy that brings me, because it's not that split in the week. So I can have everything on the same page. He didn't go to daycare Tuesday this week, and that is because of what you will see next. And he actually got a cut on his head at daycare on Monday, and we'll circle back to that. But the scripts that you are seeing here are from Sweet Tea Sticker Co. So I used the big emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. and it's got like bandages and cuts all over it to note that he got cut on the head, and he was just being such a silly goof, and he was rolling on the floor and he rolled into a table leg, but it was like a rounded table leg. But the doctor said that this is extremely common. Apparently the eyebrow is a very common place to get a cut as a kid. So he got it glued. He was such a good boy in the ER. He charmed every single person, but we were in the ER for 5 hours. Let me tell you, the Monday and the full moon, it was nuts. They ran out of suture kits. How do you run out of suture kits in the ER? It, honest to goodness, blew my mind. So because I left work in the middle of the day, I ended up having to do some additional work that night. My work probably would have let me like just go and they wouldn't have minded. They're really flexible about that kind of stuff, but I felt badly, particularly because I was in the middle of dealing with something pretty urgent at work. And then I wanted to show you guys my paper and milk little burger. I don't really have anything to mark takeout that I like using. So this little burger was fantastic. And I'm sorry this is out of frame, but it's also pretty good that it's out of frame, because let me tell you, I think I must have laid this down 3 or 4 times trying to get the sticker close to the edge where I want it to be. The only problem with the Recollections planner is that it doesn't have edges, so you sort of have to guess. Thankfully, it's pretty good. Like, it's got little dotted serrated lines, but like I still need some help, and it still didn't turn out, but I was just like, I don't care. I want it to stick down. And then I just used a face mask from Paper and Milk. So on Tuesday, I had thought for some reason that I had all my stickers pulled out, and I very clearly didn't pull out what I needed to pull out. Anyway, I noted that Owen, my kiddo, had been coughing all night long, and then I brought in a coffee cup. Honestly, I'm just going to start bringing in these takeout cups because I can, because I have dozens upon dozens, and I don't go out for coffee anymore, but I'm just going to use them to mark coffee, because I was up all night and I desperately needed coffee to start my day. And then I used just a dramatic, unbearable, uh, the Coffee Monsters Co. emoji. It's from a sampler to mark that my kid was home from daycare all day. And then I think I do get better about the framing going forward. I pulled out one of the square boxes from the top of the functional sheet in the kit just to mark that I got sick. And then I used another one of the face masks from Sweet Tea Sticker Co. to note that I went to bed early. So as I said, it was a really eventful week, but I still didn't have a lot going on. So I just marked that I went to bed early, and I don't really care what the rest of that day looks like because I love the pumpkin. I love the latest detail. I love that full box area. It just makes me so happy. This entire kit makes me so happy. Wednesday, as you guys know, my kiddo went back to daycare. He was totally happy. He didn't actually need to stay home on Tuesday, but my husband was like, I'd prefer that he stay home. And I'm like, okay, if you're going to watch him, that's fine. So I had such an amazing sleep on Tuesday. It was really outstanding. I was really happy. I felt like absolute trash because I was very, very sick, but I got a very, very, very good sleep. And then I'm just bringing in one of the quarter boxes to note that I did groceries and I wanted to use the little shopping cart in the kit. That's hand drawn by Chelsea. I think she is incredibly talented and I really enjoyed that. And then I just used another Coffee Monsters Co. emoji to mark that I was still sick. And you'll see when I do the writing on these that I got a little bit sassy with my wording. So then here I was struggling because I had thought I had pulled out all my stickers, and this is where it became evident that like I kind of pulled out half the stickers I needed for the week, and I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was thinking that I would search my leftover binder and find what I needed, but like I don't have any budgeting stickers in my leftover binder, so I knew that I was going to need to pull them out. And there's particular ones that I like from the Coffee Monsters Co. They're outstanding, and I use them to mark budgeting. I have been lax with my budgeting lately, so it's nice to get back on track. I usually share it with Canada girl Sabrina, and she is just super supportive and wonderful. And I love like being able to share that with her, and we do like mom stuff and like chat about that stuff. So after that, the rain was nuts. It was absolutely insane. I think in total, we had something in like a 24-hour period. We had 7.5 inches where I am specifically. And then I just used one of these third scalloped boxes to mark the rain. And then, as I said, again, that night, there was not much going on. But for some reason, I didn't pull out another mask. So I had to go back into my Sweet Tea Sticker Co. binder to pull out another mask and mark that I went to bed extraordinarily early on Wednesday night. And so here you'll just see me flip through everything, all my anxiety stickers, and then we get into these ones, which I'm nearly out of, and I hope I reordered more. I just did a little impulse purchase on Friday when I was very sick for Sweet Tea Sticker Co. because I need that in my life. So that's good. And then we're moving on to, I love it so much. Then we're moving on to Thursday. And again, I had to mark that there was so much rain. Like just so much. Everything was soggy. Everything was wet. Everything was rainy. And I love it. I love this time of year. I love the rain. The only problem is, obviously, as a result of climate change, we had drought-like conditions over summer. So the ground wasn't saturated in the way that it needed to be healthy. So there was a lot of flooding that went on because of that. But that is a different issue and different discourse for a different day. I noted here again that I was still sick. And the reason that I'm noting it and the reason that I'm noting it for so long is because I typically don't get sick. And if I do, it's like 2 days. So this really irritated me that I don't know if you can hear it, but I am still congested. I still have the after effects. This is a very, very long cold, and my theory is because I have not been sick since September of 2019, my body just forgot how to fight off a cold. So then I used a Maru with a laptop. It's not what I would love to use the most, but I'm trying to use those particular icons up. So I'm using Maru with a laptop to note that I had an absolutely insane day at work in my industry. When a file gets transferred, there's ways to deal with it, and you have to send out the proper notification. And I hadn't sent out the proper notification, but I got 40 files transferred into me, which is fine. It's not a problem. But for some reason, everybody knew on a, like by osmosis, or so for some reason they knew telepathically, and everybody called me for everything that day. So it was a really, really, really crazy day at work. And then at the bottom part of Thursday, I had marked and I put a big binge. My husband and I binged Ted Lasso, and oh my gosh, it was absolutely amazing. Moving on to Friday, I just noted that my kid was up the entire night again. We don't know why. He wasn't sick or anything. He just was up the entire night. So that was a thing that happened. And then I noted that I was still sick. And then I noted that impulse purchase from Sweet Tea Sticker Co. I will say the last time I purchased was the Made in Canada sale, I believe at the end of July. So I am at the end of September. It's been 2 months. I've done really well. And this was just a restock on a lot of the scripts and stuff that I use every single week from Sweet Tea Sticker Co. I don't feel too bad. Then at the bottom of that day, I don't know why I didn't move that into frame. I just binged the Great British Baking Show. And my friend from Les You Plans, you should go check her out as well, was telling me that in England it's called the Great British Bake Off. And I thought I was a crazy person when I saw that name. But apparently, I don't know. I don't know why they changed it in Canada and the US. You will see there's a blank spot on Friday. I have absolutely no clue what I did. Not a clue. Not a single clue what I did for the rest of my Friday after work. So there's that. Then I decided on Saturday and Sunday I was going to plan from the bottom up. Not that I had a particular ton of plans, just that I knew what I had going on in the evenings of Saturday, Sunday, so I just figured I could balance it out that way. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry, guys. So the first thing I noted on Sunday was I was reading a book, and you'll see it Saturday and Sunday, and it's called Witches Steeped in Gold. Very slow start, but now I'm into it, and I'm into it. Then I noted that I watched more of the Great British Baking Show, and then finally my laundry caught up with me. You'll notice I didn't mark it in the rest of the week, guys. Do not let your laundry go for that long if you have a child. Oh my goodness, it was rough. We had a baptism earlier in the day, and then before that in the morning, my kid and I went for a really nice long 6.5 kilometer walk. I walked. He was in his stroller eating Cheerios, but it was a gorgeous day, like absolutely stunning day. So I just marked the baptism and after shower with some balloons that were in the kit as well from Chelsea. And then finally on to Saturday we moved. I just, as I said, used the paper and milk reading Maru to mark Witches Steeped in Gold. And then I decided to bring in with one of the boxes, the fact that I watched the Leafs game. I am very excited and very happy that the Leafs are back. Normally, I would mark it with a Planet with Stickers icon. She makes the custom icons, but as I'm on my no spend, I won't be buying that until a little bit later in the season. Then I just marked that I had a serious conversation with somebody, and then I was trying to figure out how to best mark that we went to a mall close to my house, because we don't really go to the mall at all, but it was a fun family time and it took up some of the morning. So that was nice. And then I also noted with the big Olivia icon, I did 1 2.5 kilometer walk and 7.5 kilometer walk. So in total, I did 10 kilometers on Saturday, I guess, which was really, really nice. I did, ooh, I'm talking too fast here, guys. I did my nice walk as usual on Friday and Saturday, but I guess I just didn't note that. So this is my entire week. I just really love how it turned out. And this is my week entirely filled in. The whole thing turned out so beautifully, so nicely. I really love it, and I really hope that you enjoyed. I will see you in the next video. Toodles!